Last December, Marine General David Berger stated the obvious, that the Department of Defense's COVID vaccine mandate hurt recruiting and hurt retention. For several weeks now, our Democrat colleagues have been saying that military readiness is suffering due to promotion delays. Well, I have good news for my colleagues. My amendment will help address these problems. While last year's NDAA quite rightly repealed the vaccine mandate prospectively, problems caused by the mandate persist, including concerning recruiting, retention, and readiness. According to reports, the Biden administration dismissed over 8,400 military service members who had vaccine concerns. DOT routinely denied religious accommodation requests, violating the rights of service members protected by the Constitution and RFRA. DOD gave over 80% of these service members a, quote, general discharge, causing them to lose GI benefits and in some cases VA benefits, even though those were benefits earned through honorable service. My amendment rights these wrongs. It will allow service members dismissed over the vaccine mandate to seek reinstatement or a change in their discharge status. It restores lost GI and VA benefits. According to media reports, the DOD is already contemplating all of these actions, but I believe the Senate should lead to address these issues. They've ended the vaccine mandate, and it's not fair to the over 8,000 servicemen and women dismissed for a policy DOD no longer believes is necessary. I urge members to support my amendment.
The senator from Rhode Island.
President, I oppose the amendment because one of the fundamental aspects of the military is the ability of a senior to issue an order and the willingness of a subordinate to accept that order. And what we're dealing with here are individuals without appropriate justification refusing to carry out a lawful order. Now, the vaccination policies of the military are rather robust. There's, I think, more than a dozen required vaccinations. And someone who just could cavalierly dismiss that requirement and then claim that they should not be and somehow held accountable, I think is wrong. But this goes to the fabric of the military. You must obey lawful orders, and all of these were lawful orders. Mandatory vaccination, again, is not a new novel technique. And the other aspect of this is this went right to the heart of readiness. We can all recall when an aircraft carrier in the Pacific had to be evacuated because of COVID aboard the ship, and the ship was actually out of commission for several months. That is a readiness issue that's pretty obvious. There are procedures to be reinstated in the military, and they've been in effect for many, many years. There is a board procedure. You can bring forth evidence that your dismissal is not appropriate, and that's being pursued now, I assume, by many people, or at least some. So this would really, I think, basically signal that you don't have to obey legal orders from your commander if you're accepting popular notions about what's right and what's not right. And I think we should reject this amendment.
The question is on the amendment.
Ask for the yeas and nays.
Is there a sufficient second? There appears to be. The clerk will call the roll.
On this vote, the yeas are 46. The nays are 53. Under the previous order requiring 60 votes for the adoption of this amendment, the amendment is not agreed to.